Yo, what's up, guys? Everyone, today, man, I'll be talking about my Miami Heat who have finally made a trade. God is good, God is great, because according to Shams, literally one of the first things I saw when I woke up today, the Miami Heat are nearing a deal to acquire Charlotte Hornet Terry Rozier for a package sending Kyle Lowry and a draft compensation that includes a first-round pick. Now, that pick is a 2027 protected, lottery protected first-round pick that if it isn't in that protection, it will convey into a 2028 first-round pick, which is actually pretty good because that's 4 years down the line. 4 years down the line, a lot of things can change with the Miami Heat, so that honestly is not awful. But for the Miami Heat to upgrade the point guard position this drastically is amazing. Terry Rozier is having a pretty good season with the Hornets, averaging around 23 and 6 a game, on like 45%, damn near 46% from the field, and also from threes, also I believe shooting 35, damn near 36%. So he's been pretty decent in terms of efficiency. He's not obviously the most efficient guy. He definitely can have his inconsistencies and his efficiency at times, and he also is not really known for his defense. But I feel like back then with the Celtics, I know back then in the Obama administration, he was actually pretty stout and a pretty solid defender. I don't know why I just recently just started saying the word stout, looked it up, and it says something along the lines of fat or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm just saying big words, but that's amazing. I literally woke up to this Terry Rozier trade, woke up to my refund check hitting from college as I'm a senior in college, and just an amazing start to the day. Funny enough, I was literally about to go ahead and make a video about what the Miami Heat should do at the trade deadline today, because I usually upload videos on Tuesday, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna think about what I'm gonna go ahead and make. So I was thinking last night, I was like, let's make a video about the Heat trade deadline time. I literally had it in my notes, what should the Miami Heat do at the trade deadline? Get Kyle Lowry off my team, underline. Obviously I underlined that today after the trade, obviously. Trade for either DeJounte Murray or Terry Rozier. Lowry is off my team, Rozier is on my team, and also get into the starting power forward and the backup center options as well, and also including what I think the Miami Heat starting five should be as well post these Terry Rozier trade. Now for the Hornets, you obviously get Kyle Lowry. You're either gonna go and trade him out and get that $30 million off your books, or just buy him out as well. Now teams that are over the second apron, like the Bucks and the Suns, other teams as well, they won't be able to get Kyle Lowry. But let's just be frank, I don't think those teams really are going to be interested in Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is a guy that I personally would take as a backup point guard. As the starting point guard in the year 2024, Kyle Lowry's not that guy. And I really was interested to see the Miami Heat actually made a trade, because the Miami Heat just don't make trades. Like, the Miami Heat just do not make trades whatsoever. As a Heat fan, last year, our only trade was trading away Dwayne Dedmon. Now, this year, we're going ahead and trade it for Terry Rozier, and I'm very, very excited. There are rumors about how he was a big fan of D-Wade, and how he's really looking forward to joining the Miami Heat after the trade. And previously, it was like, Terry Rozier is interested in joining the Miami Heat. How many people have had interest in joining the Miami Heat, and we just haven't done anything? Now, looking at it from the Hornets, should now free up the starting shooting guard position for Brandon Miller. You now have a starting five of LaMelo Ball. You have Brandon Miller. You have Miles Bridges. Until he ultimately gets traded, in my opinion. That's how the Suns are just interested in him, actually. As well as the Kings prior, I believe, as well, which would make sense. Miles Bridges, the player, not obviously the person. Next comment. You also have Peter Washington at the 4, who might get traded as well, and Mark Williams at the 5 whenever he gets healthy. I saw that he had a couple setbacks. Hopefully he can come ahead and recover and get back in the court, because he's a really underrated player, rebounding, finishing around the rim, and shot blocking as well. He's been doing that shit since Duke, man. I mean, it's underrated. And right now you have Nick Richards, would have loved on the Miami Heat as well, like I mentioned, but unfortunately he was not in this move. But yeah, starting 5 now. Shout out to Brandon Miller, man. I mean, it's underrated. LaMelo Ball was definitely a franchise caliber player. And you also have a couple of other guys. Well, Gordon Hayward might be on the buyout mark. He might get traded. I don't know what's going to happen in terms of that. But, and I'm really fucking with this trade, man. Wow. Now, it was really for me, either between DeJounte Murray or Terry Rozier. I'm going to be quite frank. We got Terry Rozier, but I would have rather had DeJounte Murray. DeJounte Murray dropped like 35 last night. I was watching him absolutely fry and fucking bake the Kings last night. I'm like, yo, this man is going nothing for less than 2 first-round picks. The man is a fucking bucket, and he's still an all-star caliber player. Don't let people tell you that. DeJounte Murray is still an all-star caliber player. He can get those passing lanes, he can get steals, he's a knockdown mid-range shooter, 3-point shots, the best has been in his whole entire NBA career. He's pretty good at getting downhill as well, and he's sneaky athletic, so he's all-around really good player. But hey, no more DeJounte Murray talk. We got Terry Rozier on the Miami Heat. I was actually texting today with one of my Celtics friends. Shout out to my boy Robert. We were talking about Terry Rozier. We were talking about how he really loves Terry Rozier and how it's going to be a really good fit, especially to upgrade over Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry, if you're not watching Miami Heat basketball, at a point this season, he was actually serviceable. Last year, he dropped like a 20+ triple up when everybody's out. Kyle Lowry only plays good when like half the lineup is out for some reason. It just does not make any sense, but that's not the point. Kyle Lowry was playing so bad that he got benched the last 2 games. Mind you, this is Jimmy Butler's like best friend. He was like, I don't know if it was his ring man or his whatever it is, where like you're the best man or something like that at his wedding or something like that. Like they're cool as fuck. So this is tough. But Kyle Lowry's playing so bad that he was getting benched the last 2 games. And over Kyle Lowry's last 6 games, he's averaging a whopping 2.7 points, 3.2 assists, 3 rebounds. Like, that's disgusting. And he missed his last 18 3-point attempts. He is 0 for 18 in his last 18 3-point attempts. So that, for him to be off the team, goodbye and good riddance. We signed him for 3 years, $90 million. And really from the second year on, there were countless rumors. I'm like, the Clippers might be interested in him last year. This, that, and the third. Just get some role players, get something out of it. The fact that you're able to get Terry Rozier, who you can definitely categorize as an elite level role player, that's amazing. Terry Rozier having 23 and 6. He's been playing the 1 with LaMelo out, been playing the 2 with LaMelo in. He's a pretty good playmaker. Obviously, we know he's a really good scorer. Can be really inconsistent at times, but with the Miami Heat, you now have the scoring with Tyler Hero and Terry Rozier in the backcourt, and you have a Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo for defense, and also Haywood Highsmith, I think, should be the starting power forward for Miami Heat for defense. And he's shooting around like 36% for the 3-point line as well. Just gives you the defense in the offense. We know Tyler Hero really doesn't play too much defense, even though he has definitely improved as a defender this season. He's definitely not a good defender. That's completely fine. Not really. He should be a better defender. Just when he gets paid $120 million, but that's not the point. Terry Rozier, I believe early in his Celtics tenure, he was a lot better as a defender. I don't know if he's definitely not the same defender he was with the Celtics. Again, I don't know if that, because the Hornets are not a defensive team. They don't really have a defensive scheme. Eric Spoelstra is definitely more of a defensive-minded coach. I mean, he really is a balance between both. He's an offensive and defensive-minded head coach at the same time. He's one of the great coaches of all time. Hopefully that can get him to like lock in defensively, because we don't want our 2 backcourt players not playing really any real defense. But yeah, that's not the point. So according to Woj, the trade was here it is right here. In the Rozier deal, Miami's first round pick is lottery protected in 2027 and unprotected should it convey to 2020. So 2028 first round pick for Terry Rozier honestly isn't terrible for the Charlotte Hornets, I'll be quite frank with y'all. But the Miami Heat team that are trying to win now, Jimmy Butler, I believe, is 34 years old. We have lost 3 consecutive games in a row. I believe we were the 6th seed, or we are the 6th last time I checked. We've definitely been skidding as a reason. The offense hasn't really been good. Really enough, we lost 3 straight games. Jimmy Butler's been back the last like 4 games. So not that Jimmy Butler's the problem or anything, but got blown out against the Raptors. We were down by 2 at halftime, and we got blown out by the Magic, and we just lost to the who did we just lose to again? Damn, why did I just was it not the Magic? Yeah, it was the Magic. Oh yeah, the Hawks. We had lost to the Hawks and the DeJounte Murray 3 after the game. Like, yeah, DeJounte Murray's a heater. It was Friday night in Miami. I'm like, yeah, DeJounte Murray just passed his audition, sign him up, get those 2 second round. We need to get those 2 first round picks. If you want Caleb Martin, sure. If you want Jovic, I like his potential, but he's a project player. You can go ahead and take him. Miami now play tomorrow against the Grizzlies. I don't know if that's going to be Terry Rozier's debut against the Miami Heat, or if that's the day after. Terry Rozier better play Thursday, because we play against the best team in the NBA, the Boston Celtics, at home Miami, and we need to see Terry Rozier donning the Miami Heat jersey and cooking his former team, the Boston Celtics. Now, Terry Rozier is on a 4-year deal for $96 million. He has 2 years guaranteed out of that, including this season and the next season as well. And he also, the year after that, in the 2025-2026 season, it's partially guaranteed for $26 million. So it really gets it gets larger over time. It was 2020, it was 21 million last year, 23 million this year, 24 million the year after that, and then in 2025, the last year, it was partially guaranteed. It is $26 million. Terry Rozier is 29 years old. He's on a 4-year deal for $96 million. And I'm really excited that he's on the Miami. Like I said, he's averaging 23, 4, and 6. 46% from the field and 36% from the 3-point line. Just gives the Miami Heat exactly what they want. Gives you that toughness. I definitely think he can definitely have a lot of success in Heat culture. I definitely do believe he's a massive upgrade over Kyle Lowry. Literally does everything better except for like get steals. The only thing Kyle Lowry because they do with the Miami Heat was being a pest and getting steals. Like Kyle Lowry, I'll give him his credit. We got him at the tail end of his contract. I don't want to bash Kyle Lowry. I've right around the trade deadlines for the last couple of years, I've kind of bashed Kyle Lowry just because we pay him $90 million. I expect a lot of him. He was pretty good last year in the playoffs, especially coming off that bench and just providing us with the ability to stretch the floor, the ability to play make, and he was low-key defending pretty well, and especially getting his passing lanes and getting some steals as well. So shout out to Kyle Lowry. He's just not that guy he used to be, and that's fine. He's like 37 years old, so we don't expect that too much out of him. But now he's off the team. Salute to Kyle Lowry. It's tough to see 2.5 years later the contract just did not work out between you and Miami Heat, but I'm not gonna bash you. I mean, we got you at 37 years old expecting you to be an all-star caliber player. That's kind of our fault. And Jimmy Butler as well just obviously played a big part in that because he's like his best friend. So hey, shout out to Kyle Lowry, which I never thought would really say, but yeah. So according to Wolves, they're also the Hornets. I was looking to trade guys as well. I would have honestly taken Nick Richardson. I mentioned earlier, I was talking about the Miami Heat. What should they do with the trade line before I made this video? Obviously after I woke up to the Rozier news now, I would have liked to have Nick Richards come back in that Rozier deal. I'm not going to be greedy. I think the starting five for the Miami Heat should be Tyler Hero, not Tyler Hero, Taylor Rozier, Tyler Hero. Obviously we know that both really aren't a good defensive backcourt, but well, that's why you have to shout this guy right here at the power forward position. So you got Rozier at the 1, you got Hero at the 2. Also a deal that you can keep Hero and still get a pretty good point guard. Like, that's just an amazing deal for a 2027 first round pick, sayonara, or 2028 first round pick. That's a little different, but hey, sayonara. So you got Terry Rozier, we got Tyler Hero, we got Jimmy Butler, Haywood Highsmith for defense, 3 and D as well, shooting around 36% from 3, which is right around, I believe, bang on league average, maybe a little bit slightly above league average. Bam Adebayo as well was primed for another all-star season for the Miami Heat, even though Jimmy Butler has like 1 million votes, even though he doesn't really want to play in the all-star game, and even though Bam Adebayo has been our best player this season by a decent amount, I mean, I'll take it. Jimmy Butler in an all-star game, and bam, bang. I ain't complaining. Now, for another video, I want to get into a couple of this post that I saw on Twitter today. Shout out to Dwayne Wade, man. He's gotten us Jimmy Butler. He's gotten us how many other players? He got us Terry Rozier as well. Terry Rozier was talking about how Jimmy Butler was his favorite player growing up. He wears number 3, I believe, for Terry Rozier with the Hornets. And yeah, shout out to D Wade. I still hate that fact that we didn't give him that money towards the end of his contract. And I believe he had a rumor with the Nuggets, and then he obviously ended up signing with his hometown team, the Bulls. Then he went to the Cavs to team up with LeBron, and then we traded him back. Remember, I was literally in sophomore year of high school, and in his class, me and my boy Felipe, I'm just like, let's go, we got D Wade, and then my teacher moved our seats. I'm like, damn, bro, like this shit crazy. I mean, we got D Wade, so fuck it, but god damn. So let me see. Also, as I'm looking through this, I see that Tristan Thompson got suspended for PEDs. Tristan Thompson, not PEDs, but yeah, PEDs. Anti-drug program, 25 games. Like, Tristan Thompson just can't stop cheating, man. Holy shit. Let me see. There was something else I was gonna go ahead and look at. So I definitely think this move definitely propels the Miami Heat to be a way better team, and definitely as a contender. I believe the Miami Heat can always be a contending team, even though on paper you might look at us and be like, man, this team ain't a contender. At the end of the day, when there's a will, there's a way. With the Miami Heat, there's always a will, which means that there always is a way. This is also another video as well of D Wade and Terry Rozier as well. D Wade, disciple in the building, yes sir. Shout out to Barry Jackson, obviously reporter with the Miami Heat. He was talking about how Rozier found out about the trade, and also this deal, how Rozier found out about the trade, and I was really excited as well. Obviously, he was interested in joining the Miami Heat. I was just waiting for what they're going to do, and actually went ahead and made a special shout out to them. But this actually move to the Miami actually saves us in terms of luxury tax payment by 15.2 million. We save a total of 21.7 million between the payroll and tax penalty, and we also generate a $6.5 million trade exception, which I believe is available for buyout players as well, just as long as they aren't making over like $12+ million. But yeah, definitely start Highsmith for defense. And shout out to Barry Jackson. He went ahead and said that Rozier was informed today his favorite player growing up was Dwayne Wade. We ultimately agreed to take on a player with 2 players left on his contract. Knowing that they needed an offensive boost, and thank God we lost the last couple of games. I hate losing, but the fact that I was actually able to make us go ahead and make the trade, that was amazing. And I cannot wait to go ahead and watch T. Rozier throw lobs to Bam Adebayo and score and go on these scoring bursts and scoring punches. Like the amount of times we've watched T. Rozier, because he played in our division. I believe what is it, the Atlantic Division or something like that, bro. He fucking cooks us every time. He's the most annoying player to go against because he fucking owns us, and we can't guard point guards at all. So he just cooks us every fucking game. That was so annoying. Now he can be that annoying for opposing teams playing us because Terry Rozier is officially a Heato, and let's fucking go. W trade for the Miami Heat. Let's fucking go. Other than that, yo, that is the video. So go down below, drop a like, comment down below, sub up, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and TikTok. Boy John. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.